And here with Oak Hill coach Davon Marion. Davon, your first week of actually doing something football other than just talking about football.
Oh, yeah.
What's it been like so far for you in your first year here at Oak Hill?
I thought we had a great productive week. We learned a lot offensively and defensively. And, this is my first year ever being a head coach. So trying to install a new offense and a new defense. Still getting used to the players. They're getting used to me. So for what it's worth, I thought we had a really, really good productive week. We finally got to compete against someone other than ourselves.
Yeah, today with Trail.
Yeah, we could split practice today with Trail. We were at Nicholas County yesterday, went up against Clay, Nicholas, Summers, and Trail again yesterday at a little 7-on-7. I thought we got better yesterday. Coach Moore was gracious enough to bring his guys over today and cleaned up some mistakes. It was kind of a slow split practice, and we cleaned up mistakes, and so I thought it's been a good week for us.
Speaking of installing offense, you when we talked to you your first day taking the job, you identified Malachi Lewis as a guy you thought could run a read option for you. He looks like that's going to happen. Talk about him, what he brings to the offense, what you envision him doing.
He adds the running element to it, and yesterday was a really good day for him. I thought he threw the ball really well. Just zone reading, get to use his legs, get him out on the perimeter some. The best thing about the 7-on-7s is it get his arm confidence up, and not that it was low, but I was questioning it a little bit just to see how much we could put on him, and the kid is smart. Like, the kid is real smart, and he's learned the concepts really fast, and like I said, yesterday was big for us. He executed well. Today we cleaned up some things, and I think he'll be fine. And I'll go ahead and throw in the kid that's behind him, Levi Kiska, is not too far behind him. He might be a step or two slower, but I think his arm talent is up there with the best in the area. So if we ever get in a situation that we need someone else, we have someone else.
Obviously, getting bodies in your first year is a big thing. You told me 46 was at the height of people. You hope to have a roster that big when the season starts?
Yeah, I'm expecting somewhere between 50 and 60 kids at the start of the season. That's a big jump from the 30 they had last year. I know we have several kids that's been at weight room, been in our off-season program, that's on vacation now. And I get it. Like, I want all kids to enjoy their summer when they can and get every chance to. But I'm expecting somewhere between the 50 and the 60 mark to start off with.
Defensively, Adam Long seems like a kid with a lot of work ethic. He holds down a job, so he gets up at 5 to go to his job.
Yep.
He was a middle linebacker last year.
Yes, sir.
Where do you envision him at on the defense?
Same spot. He controls our front whenever we shift fronts. He gets them lined up. He's a vocal leader. He's been that since I got here. And the defense will be his show. Like, the middle linebacker is usually the voice of a defense, and he will be. And he's eager to learn, and that's what I'm big on. I would rather have a kid that's going to give me their time and be a smart football player opposed to the most athletic guy. And that's what we need. We need guys. He'll be a senior that's been on the field before and done this to step up and lead the team, and I think he's done well at that.
You are a guy who, you said you grew up kind of in the shadows of the old stadium over at Mount Hope, and you said that you used to wake up in the morning, I guess in August.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that story, about hearing them, growing up hearing that, and how that impacted you.
Oh, yeah. Me and my two brothers, Desmond Newsom, that played at Mount Hope, Davon Marion, that played at Mount Hope and finished at Oak Hill. We lived across the street from the football field, so that was the highlight of our late summer, is listening to the high school football team clap, make beats and things like that, and the whistles of the high school football coaches at Mount Hope. That was truly the highlight of our summer. We'd wake up early, go watch them guys practice, and we always wanted to be a part of it. So Mount Hope is in me still, but
Did that fuel your want to, after you played, to coach?
I won't go that far. I think my college coaches were really big on that. Like, I had some really, really great college coaches.
Who were those guys?
And I had Coach Mike Keller, that's head coach at Glenville State now. He was our head coach at Concord for a while. Then Garen Justice, that's offensive line coach at SMU now. And Steve Adams was my DB coach. And I got really, really close with him. He's the DC at Norfolk State, D1AA at Virginia Beach. Paul Price he just left West Virginia State to go help with Berkeley Springs, I believe. So there were some really, really great coaches that I had in college, and building those relationships with those guys and actually getting to learn football in a different way. Like, because Mount Hope helped me, but college expanded me. So that's where I really got my love for coaching.
You went to WVU too, I think, for a while. What was that experience like? I mean, I think at some point everybody knows, if I can do it at this level or if I'm going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Do I want to wait? Well, how did that experience impact you, especially with the fact that kids can transfer now? I know you believe there's a difference between levels.
I think about it now, and I definitely could have played there. my Concord resume will speak for itself, but it was just a different time. I don't know if they were recruiting in-state kids. I still see local kids getting just preferred walk-on offers, and I have a love-hate relationship with WVU because of that. Some of these kids from in-state deserve full rides, and
so you think a guy like Judah Price maybe should have got something?
Yeah, I feel like they should have offered the kid. When you're in the country's Gatorade Player of the Year running and things like that, and you're homegrown, it only seems right. If he was in Virginia Tech would have offered him. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's getting better, but I don't feel like they give our kids a fair shake. I'll say that. Dominic Collins just ran a 4.27 at their
and that you were Princeton, so that you're well aware what he can do.
Yeah, and they didn't offer him on the spot. Like, I don't care where you're from, a 4.27 is a 4.27. So things like that always rub me the wrong way with WVU. So I mean, I still watch them and support them, but from a distance.
What is your basic football philosophy? If somebody said, "What is football to you, Coach Marion?" What do you say?
It's heart and hustle. It'll teach you the ups and downs of life. Like, never get too high, never get too low. Encourage one another. Sometimes it's time to yell at one another, but in an encouraging way. It's heart and hustle. If you can show your heart, put your heart into something to execute and want to be great at it, you can. And if you show the hustle and dedication to something, your hard work will pay off. So, heart and hustle.
How much did your high school impact what you are now?
A lot.
You played for Eddie Soup, who was kind of a legendary coach in the state.
It showed me a lot. Hard work. Because like I tell these kids now that play multiple sports, I've been there and I've done that. I would lift weights twice a day. He pushed me to the limit. Him and Coach Jim Maynor, our old basketball coach there, was also the weightlifting teacher at the high school, and they pushed me to my limit in high school, and I learned hard work, and that's what I'm hoping to bring here.
What are your thoughts on the transfer rule? Now, I know you've kind of put your thoughts out there, but I'll let you say what those are. You're not going to recruit kids, but you're going to...
Yeah, I'll never... Like, Midland Trail's the only other high school... Well, Meadow Bridge as well, but Midland Trail is kind of close. I like Coach Moore. I would never openly recruit his kids. I've heard some schools are their coaches are out calling kids, and that's not me. I want to win with the guys that's in my hallways. I won't turn any kid down that reaches out to me that wants to come play for our football team. Yes, I'd love to have you. Yes, come try out or come be a part of our program. But openly calling people or direct messaging people or parents, that's not for me. I want to win with the kids that's homegrown that we have here. I believe we can and we will.
What are your visions for this program?
I want to see it rise. like somewhere in that top 10 in AAA. And I get it. I've been around coaching and football long enough to know that nothing is done overnight. And I'd be lying if I told everybody this was easy. Like winning the state title this year would be easy. I'd be absolutely lying. So I know I got an uphill battle just turning the program around, just giving these kids something to look forward to. Winning some games, having consistent winning seasons, that's my goal, and I believe we got the talent to do it over the next several years.
I mean, I think on a question like this, you can respond if you want to. Facilities-wise, what are you going to have to do here? Because a lot of people are going to turf, and there's kind of puts you behind the 8 ball.
It's kind of I kind of see both sides. Like, of course, the turf looks nice and things like that, but this is where I become old school at, because I believe in the elements, playing in the elements. If we play a team and it pours rain,
and they play on turf,
and they play on turf, and we've been practicing on wet grass for a week, that's part of football. I believe football was invented on grass, to be played on grass, and with the elements to be a factor. I coached at Princeton the last 6 seasons, so the turf is nice. So if you ever get a chance to get turf, of course, take it. But I'm not opposed to grass as well. And they built us a new weight room building down there, and it won't look like Herbert Hoover's new facility, but you could come put the work in and get your workout in and get everything you need out of it. So that's my mindset.
I know you wanted to be a head coach.
Yes, sir.
Has it been anything that you didn't expect
It's been several things that I didn't expect, but we're just gonna keep chugging along and get through it. Situations pop up almost every day that when you're an assistant, the head coach kind of hides from you. Coach, ready to go. But now I'm seeing firsthand what all a head coach has to go through, and it's what I want to do. So I'll find ways to get through it.
Hey, Davon, I appreciate the time.
Hey, I appreciate
good
you,
luck
man.
to see you. Look forward to seeing you
so much.
teaming at you.
Thank you.